We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
I found these plans.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
And we have to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose.
All right. So we gotta go talk to her. We're gonna pause here really quick, everybody. Well, no we're not, because it looks like she's coming in here and we're gonna have to talk to her.
Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Let's see what she has to say.
Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Well, I mean, there is value in manual labor, yes, Korean, but also when you get to be older, like, you throw your back out or something. I mean, it could be debilitating. So I try not to do anything, you know. I'm definitely feeling it this morning. My wife is literally the first thing she asked me when I was making coffee this morning. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, "How's your arm feel?" And I'm like, "We're not gonna talk about that right now."
Aye, lads. And I've come to a decision.
It's pretty bad. It'll be worse tomorrow. I'll be taking some ibuprofen today,
the
probably.
guild,
But it's like,
Gallus and
I didn't want to, you know, it was like an hour's worth of work, you know. Anybody who's afraid of an hour's worth of hard labor, grow the fuck up.
An agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true.
Ain't nothing gonna kill you.
Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance.
I don't have a
Nocturnal,
favorite game of
and the
all time,
Twilight
Derek.
Sepulchre.
But Happy New Year's. Thank you very much.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate, is a small path cut up the mountainside.
Okay, small
At
path.
the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
All right. Well, we have a meeting point now. But before we do that, I'm gonna step out for a minute, touch some grass, say good morning to my wife because she's awake, and then we will be back to continue onwards. So if you need to take a pee break or grab a cup of coffee, now's your chance. We'll be AFK for a couple of minutes here. Alright. Let's see here. Out we go to meet her at that specified location. I feel like we're probably getting pretty close. Hang on, why is my alarm going off at 6 o'clock? Oh, let's push the alarm to wake up for yesterday. I gotta go give Lucas his meds in about an hour. I also gotta go to the grocery store this morning. The standing stone. Why would I get burned out? This is the best job in the world. What's to get burned out on? When you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. I grew up shoveling cow shit on a dairy farm and being forced to milk cows and then being forced to work in construction with my grandfather and my uncles and my dad as a third generation flooring dude. I've worked all sorts of physical labor. There ain't no fucking way playing video games is ever going to come close to feeling like an actual job. Some of y'all are soft if you think that you can get burned out playing video games. Work a real job. You will never, ever call a video game bad ever again in comparison to working a real job and doing physical labor and sweating your balls off and breaking your back, working for a living. Every video game you play will be like heaven. It will be like paradise. Because it's something you can do from the comfort of your chair. I am playing the Anniversary Edition. Yep. Ooh, I heard voices somewhere around here. There she is.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
Oh, this is not the end. We're just seeking an edge.
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
Okay.
Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale Trinity. The Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us by slaying Gallus and dumping his body in the ruins of Snowvale Sanctum.
Damn. Were they part of the Thieves Guild?
Indirectly. The Trinity is usually selected from the ranks of the Guild, although its
What's up, Mama?
existence is a
Coming over to say hi to
closely guarded
everybody?
secret.
Come here. No, you don't get to sit on my notebook and
The
destroy my
Nightingales
papers.
protect the Temple of Nocturnal,
Rawr.
a place known as the
What are you doing?
Twilight Sepulchre.
Am I to become a Nightingale?
It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please.
What's up, Mama? Huh? Oh, you're just chilling. Purr. Oh yeah, we've been on the Thieves Guild quest line for like 4 streams, I think. 3 or 4 streams. Pretty sure this is the 4th stream of us being on the Thieves Guild quests. I don't rush. Oh, I definitely want to be a Nightingale for sure, Dribrum. For sure. What are you doing? You're not normally a lap cat. I don't know what's up with her this morning. She is just sitting here. That is not her normal activity. What's up? Are you finally starting to feel comfortable after little over 2 years of being here. This is a rescue cat. We've had her about 2.5 years almost. She still gets a little nervous about stuff. She still bites occasionally. She's been starting to get a little more like cuddly, but not like she'll come up and ask for like face scritches at the edge of my desk. This is the very first time she's like sat in my. She's still sitting here. I'm like genuinely surprised right now. She's just hanging out. She normally, there she goes. She normally will come over and say hi, and that's about it. Now she's going back to her bed, I think. Well, that's a good girl. Thank you. You better not lay on that blanket if mommy sees that. Yeah. Oh, are you wanting to go out? No, you can't sit on my notebook. That's my notebook. Hang on, guys. I gotta probably put her back in her bed because she's not wanting to. She's wanting to sit on the edge on this blanket, which is a black, fuzzy blanket, and her little white her hair will show up everywhere, and Chris will get like, "Why was the cat on my blanket?" You gotta go back to your bed, sweetie. Hang on. Come on, come back. Good girl. Do I always stream this early? The normal start time is about 5 a.m. Central Time. Yep. We're still on the holiday schedule, though. I have not been streaming this early since before Christmas, but this morning I happened to wake up at 2:30 in the morning, so I woke up, did some video editing, pushed out a YouTube, TikTok, Instagram short, went and watched the most recent episode of Fallout, put the review out, and then jumped right into a stream. So today we are on a normal schedule, so yes, normally I start every day at about 5 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. This is the day job. Play lots of games, stream lots of games. We're not going to be on the normal schedule until January 5th, so not doing daily streams right now.
I'm no priest.
And I'm only streaming 2 or 3 times a week.
Why pick me?
We streamed on Sunday, we're streaming today. Won't be streaming Friday because I have an eye appointment. Might stream tomorrow, depends on if we have our workers show up for the rooftop build on our house. At the very least, I'll probably stream on Saturday, maybe Sunday.
Set foot inside in over a century.
First person to set foot here in over a century.
If you'll both proceed to the armor to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I'm getting Nightingale armor right away.
Head spin, eh?
She said we're going to get my Nightingale armor and swear the oath. Fuck yeah! That kitty's name is Snow White, but in Spanish. It's Blancanieves. Do I do any of the main quests? I've done a little bit of the blades up to the point where you get like the dragon horn, but I've been focused mostly on Thieves Guild quests. We'll do Thieves Guild, and then we're going to go do the Vampire DLC, and then we're going to do the main quest, and then that'll be it for this character.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Dude, I think we should too.
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor. What's troubling you?
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
Equip. Moves silently, like completely silently. Well, okay, lockpicking is 50% easier. I don't care about the one-handed attacks, though. Illusion spells. I don't use any illusion spells. But that's okay. What does it look like, please? It has a cloak? Oh, my goodness. Big fan of that armor. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious enough. Was there anything else I needed to grab here, by the way, before I go any deeper? I didn't see anything else. By the way, Chris said she's making more coffee, guys, so I do have to go to the grocery store at some point, but we should be able to get a good, we're about an hour and 15 minutes in today. I'm going to try to do at least, we'll do at least 2. I might do 3 hours. It's going to depend on what we need to get done this morning.
You appear
Okay,
ready
lass,
for the oath.
we've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
I mean, for this playthrough, sure.
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
Circle. Is there anything in this room to grab? I didn't see anything. Lydia's just like hanging out in the back. I really want that bow.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
Happy New Year's Eve, by the way, everybody. If you're just tuning in, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok, playing a little bit of Skyrim today. It is my first playthrough.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
That's a little bit of an ultimatum there. Love the design of this room.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
He's done more?
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key.
There it is, okay.
By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
No one should possess it.
Good. Then you understand why this is power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
Makes sense. First time I've ever set out to return something.
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Okay, well let's see how this works.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Okay, sir.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer.
What's up, Allie? Good morning.
The leadership of the Guild.
The leadership of the Guild. Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Okay, wow. What about you?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know.
Okay.
I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
I'll
Then
accept.
it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Sounds like it. Let's get to it.
I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthand. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember.
A fight to remember. Well, I guess we're nightingales now.
Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers. This goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us. Until next we meet, lad.
Alright, well we now have a new mission. By the way, I forgot to I haven't done a post on this yet, but we hit a milestone last night. Actually yesterday afternoon while I was at the supermarket with Chris. I came home to find out that we hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, excuse me. Which is a cool milestone because it means my TikTok is now monetized, as well as some of our other platforms. So it was a pretty cool milestone last night. We're going to be doing a big end of the year analytical and income report as soon as we get into the new year for channel members over on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. But that was a cool little milestone last night. And we're about to hit 30,000 on Instagram. We're cruising our way to 65K on YouTube. We had a great run. We hit all of our minimums on Twitch this year. Kick is still the odd man out because we just started that a couple months back. It's getting there. Has my brother started his Witcher 3 playthrough? Yeah, and he hasn't been able to stop. He's been loving it. And my sister-in-law finished Hogwarts Legacy. She's been playing Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch, I believe. I think 2 months. She's been playing it for 2 months, and she finally beat it. She's a huge Harry Potter nerd, and loved every minute of the game. So she had a great time. She just wrapped that up. And then I bought my brother a copy of Star Wars Outlaws, the gold edition with all the DLCs for Christmas. So he's got The Witcher 3 and Star Wars Outlaws to play. It'll take him all year to play both of those. Plus he's playing Star Wars Old Republic right now as well. Or he was before his Witcher 3 playthrough. Because he was like, it was like $4 on Steam. I was like, have fun, man. You're going to lose the next 150 hours of your life. Erkenthan. I can't pronounce that. Jesus. Oh, wow. That is way the fuck out there in the middle of nowhere. I seriously doubt that I can go straight up over the mountains. We're either going to need to go west. I bet it's going to be easier to go northeast from Dragon's Reach around the foothills. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Have you done a playthrough before, Gerard, of Witcher 3? Thanks, Josh Page. Appreciate it. Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate that over on TikTok, guys. I don't always catch the GIFs when they get sent over, but thank you for that.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Huh?
Somebody stole my sweet roll. Alright, we actually need to go up.
If you need potions, you should try our...
Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. I gotta go
Yes,
up. I'm gonna have to probably find the gate.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy.
I doubt I'll be able to jump over the wall. Yeah, I doubt it. Excuse me. Ah, it's already not wanting to let me. It's like, no, you're not allowed to jump up there. You're on a collider that you're not supposed to be on. No, bad boy. Jump! Oh, oh, oh. Oh, come on now. Oh, there's definitely a collider here that I'm not allowed to get past. Oh! Yeah, alright. Well, we gotta go find the gate out of this place. Fuck is the gate out of this place?
Damn those Grey Maids to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks.
Inconceivable. The hell is the gate out of this place? Good for you, Josh Page. I don't have all sorts of fast travel waypoints. I take the route that is available to me. And then we're gonna go northeast around here. And cross country. Alright, it looks like I need to go straight that way, if I'm not mistaken. No, we gotta turn this way. Okay, there we go. Mitch wants to know how old I am. I'm old enough that your mom had me over last night and forgot to pay me, so tell her I'll be sending some people around later today to take care of what she owes me for last night. Oh, this is another one of those skellies, man. What we got over here? What are you guys fighting?
Just die!
Something that I don't care about. Good luck with that. I'm glad I could provide some laughter, Allie. What build am I playing? What build do you think I'm playing? What build does everyone play? What build have I been playing for 40-some years? What build is the maximum best build of all time in any Bethesda Elder Scrolls game? It's not a hard question. Alright, I think we're on the right path now. Oh yeah, we still got a ways to go. What I don't know is if there are any paths up through the hills here or not. It's a Khajiit tank. Ha! 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 Ah. I hear wolfies. There's just something up there. I mean, I'm still on the Oblivion team as my favorite Elder Scrolls game, but I haven't finished this yet, so I won't know. But that's the reason is only because I've played Oblivion multiple times through. I have not played this game through. So I have to finish this game before I can actually say whether or not I think Skyrim is a better game than Oblivion. But as of right now, I'm still Team Oblivion because I've played that game all the way through. It has way better voice actors in terms of having Patrick Stewart, Sean Bean, and yeah. But we'll know later. When we get through this. I'm going to be prioritizing this game for the month of January to get it wrapped up. So we'll still be doing some Divinity Original Sin 2 from time to time, some more Fallout 76, and some more Elder Scrolls Online. We are going to be also dipping into the Hightail early access when it drops on the 13th of January. But for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on my Skyrim playthrough for the month of January. So if you're tuning in for the first time today, everybody, we are... I don't know how many hours I'm into my first playthrough now. Like, 30-ish probably. So we've still got quite a ways ahead of us. I'm not doing a full playthrough, but we do have... I'm going to finish up the Thieves Guild quest, then I'm going to go do the Vampire DLC. What the fuck is that up there? And then after I do the Vampire DLC, I'm going to wrap up the Blades main quest. Just the main quest line, and then I'll be done with this playthrough. Is that a dragon? Oh, fuck yeah, it's definitely a dragon. I don't know where he went. I'm in a bad place! Bad place! I'm like stuck on the colliders here. Lydia's out there like doing what she can by herself. Out of the way. It's a blood dragon. What the fuck is a blood dragon? A little close for comfort. Ow. Sheer curiosity. I have not used my weapons before. What if I went favorite? And I went right, left. Dude, it sounds like there's more than one. Oh shit, there's definitely something else on the ground here. Oh, I'm toast. I'm gonna have to reload. I wandered into something I wasn't prepared for. Yeah, that's why I have quick saves all the time. That was not expected. Shit. Alright. Alright, we're gonna avoid that. My goodness. That's something we'll come back to later. That was like a lich or something. I don't know what that was. Run away! Yeah, I wasn't in the mood to fight two at the same time. That was a little too much. I probably could have persevered, but I'll go back later. Alright. Well, hopefully we don't attract their attention all the way down here. That was way up there. You just got a PS5. You're looking for an intro to gaming starter pack. Three story-driven games on the PS5. I mean, I don't know specifically to PS5. Go play Dragon Age the Veilguard. Go play... Fuck, what have I played on the PS... Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 this year was on the PS5. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Dragon Age the Veilguard, and what's a third PS5 game that you can play that's like a story-driven... Oh, Assassin's Creed Shadows. There you go. 3 great games that we played in 2025. Well, technically, Veilguard was at the end of last year, but it's on PS5, so all 3 of those are great story-driven games that will provide you with a couple few hundred hours of entertainment. Ooh, that is a... We are a long way up. Holy crap. Outer Worlds 2 is another great game. Yep. I wouldn't personally recommend Metaphor, no. As a first-time gamer, I would not recommend Elden Ring Phaetar. Yeah, that's a little much for a first-timer, I think. Avowed, yeah, Avowed is also another good option, for sure. Yeah, but Starfield's not on the PS5, Ali. He was asking for PS5 games. So I was trying to think of games that were definitely on the PS5. Yeah, don't start with Elden Ring. Oh yeah, the Horizon Zero Dawn games, those are both really good games. Yeah. You could try those out. Those are both PS5 exclusives, or PS exclusives. I think Warframe is also available on the PS5. Warframe's great. Warframe's free to play as well. There's a ton of great options. Oh, did I misread the question, Allie? I thought it was I got a PS5. Hang on, let me scroll up. I finally bought a PS5 and an RTX rig. I missed the RTX rig thing. My bad. Thanks, Allie. So you got a PS5 and a PC. Well, in that case, let me give you an even better. All of those are great options. So I don't even have to give you better. I should not have raised my arm. That hurts. All of those are great options. Last of Us 1 and 2, also great options. Yeah. But I would also say that if you ever get to the point where you've played all the games and you want to play more, I have subscriptions to both of those ecosystems. So like if you have a gaming PC, you can get an Xbox Game Pass subscription. You can also get a PS Plus subscription, and you get access to a ton, like hundreds of games every single month for subscriptions, which is also a great option if you're going to be playing a ton of games. If you're only going to be able to play, 2 or 3 a month, yeah. Fallout 4 is another good choice. Yeah. This game is a great choice. Lots of great choices. we're supposed to be going down, it looks like. Well, hold up a second. I don't know that you're immediately somebody I need to kill. You are a bandit, so... Thanks for gifting some more subs, Johnny, over on Twitch. Appreciate it. No, that's the purpose of asking great questions, Ian. Generally speaking, we have a pretty cool community. You'll get lots of answers. And since we focus on the fun of games on my channel, you're always going to find people who are appreciative of what you're looking to get out of a game and are not going to tell you things like, that game is trash, that game is garbage, that game is stupid. Instead, people here are going to be like, yeah, dude, go play these games. These games are all awesome. You're in the right place if you want to hang out with people who like games. Play games for fun. Ghost Recon? I haven't... Isn't that the one that's like, That's the one that's like, pretty sure we played some Ghost Recon last year, or the year before. I don't know that I spent a ton of time into it, but I remember dipping my toes in. It's like an Assassin's Creed, but with guns. I think we came down too far. Open... Isn't Ghost Recon the open world one? Yeah, you missed it earlier today, Allie. We had a big ban. We got a good ban this morning out of somebody who was ranting about how Starfield is trash. We had to educate people on how we don't call games trash around here. Games can have flaws. Games can not be something you want to play, but there's no such thing as a trash game. What's up, honey? You finished the coffee? Okay, I'll come get some, thank you. Yeah, here's the thing on my channel, if you're new here, something you're never going to hear me tell you is, should you buy a game? Here's what I'm going to say, long-term viewers know this. Do you have disposable income? Does the game look fun? If those two things are yes, buy the fucking game, try the fucking game. You're never going to know if you like something until you actually try it. You're never going to know if you like a piece of food until you put it in your mouth and try it. Someone could tell you that chocolate ice cream is good, but until you put the chocolate ice cream in your mouth, you're not going to know whether or not chocolate ice cream is something you're going to like. No one's going to be able to tell you that chocolate ice cream is something you're going to enjoy. You got to put it in your mouth. I don't know how the fuck we get up there. There's like a walkways. We got to figure this out. So if you have disposable income, every game is something you should play if it looks like fun. Personally, I love the two. There's the stairs right there. I love the two recent God of War games. Thought they were awesome. But that's my personal opinion. You should not let my personal opinion dictate whether or not you go pick up a game, because I don't know if you like chocolate ice cream. I love chocolate ice cream. Okay, these are the ones I killed on the way down, so... Be careful not to fall. That's what she said, that's right. Ooh, I will loot that for... Oh, I may regret that decision. That's a heavy axe. Ooh, hello, big old chest. I don't care. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Alright, we'll do a hard save out here. I know, I'm being late. I'm sorry.
This is for me?
Oh, that's for you. She is being a cuddle bug this morning. Pide cariño. Ella viene aquí ronromiendo y... I'm gonna go get my coffee. Chris just walked in and brought hers, and now I want some. I'll be right back, everybody. Bien frío anoche. Thanks for the gifts over on TikTok. Appreciate it. Any context for put it in your mouth? No. What other context do you need? Just put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth. Doesn't matter what we're talking about. Just put it in your mouth. You'll never know if you enjoy it until you do. Quick save. That's right, just do as you're told. Alright, these ruins look pretty big. We got a long way to go to get to wherever we're going to. Oh. I heard something. There's also bodies everywhere. Yeah, that's a good point. Like Burlak says, you only need to play the most recent God of War games because they're completely separate from the previous games. They have their own independent storyline with kind of Easter egg tiebacks to the original games, but it's not the same thing. It's a completely different storyline. And I'm really looking forward. They're supposedly going to Egypt in the next one, which is going to be really, really, really cool. Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. That's not something that, yeah, I don't focus on stuff like that. Playing a Good Books lately wants to know my thoughts on games that reflect choices you make, like Morrowind, locking guilds once you join a guild, as opposed to games like Skyrim that essentially allow for your character to do whatever they want in the same playthrough. Games providing players with player agency is always going to trump every single other game design decision that can be made. The more agency you give players, the more players play in your game, the more successful your franchise, the bigger your franchise gets, the more people who have fun in your world. It is always going to be a good thing to add player agency to the game. So locking things behind factions might be fun for a handful of hardcore role players, but it is not fun for the general average gamer who just wants to play a game for fun. So that's the game developer answer. because I don't come at things from the perspective of the player. I come at things from the perspective of the developer, because I have developed, designed, and published games. So I'm always going to be in favor of the more player agency you give to players, the more players play your games, the better everybody is. The better, the happier. It's all good. It was literally right there at the top the whole time, and I went around and wasted like 8 lockpicks. You son of a bitch. Ooh, that's a tome. That would be a great clip though for Instagram and stuff. Somebody murdered their way through here. Speaking of Gerard Butler playing a god, that Egyptian franchise they did was a lot of fun. I forget the name of that movie. Did he play Horus, I think? I can eat that? Fair enough. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the next game, for continuity's sake, Burlak, because Christopher Judge has done, as we would say, indeed. He has indeed done a great job as Kratos. Oh, that's going to turn into something that wants to kill me. Oh, and we've got traps. It was called Egypt? Gods of Egypt. Luke coming in with the wind. Gods of Egypt. Yeah. I gotta stop trying to lift my arm up. I hurt. How do you come up with characters? I just did a huge episode over on YouTube like a week ago. It's like a 20-minute long video about how to create roleplay characters. You should go take a look at that. Because someone asked that question the other day, like last week on Instagram, and so I made a 20-minute video. Oh, fuck it. Run, just run. Maybe just run. This looks like it's gonna be a door. That's right, death can have me when it earns me. I've played the first God of War game that Christopher Judge did. I played twice. Ragnarok I've only done once. I would love to swing back and do another Ragnarok playthrough. That was a phenomenal game. I mean, they're both great games, but churros eggs. What does this do? Takes us down. Want some of your hydrocodone? I am gonna probably take an ibuprofen today. I'm gonna see how I feel after we go to the grocery store. But I'll tell you what, today will be tomorrow will be the worst day because yesterday was the work. So today I'm sore, but tomorrow it'll be like, I don't want to get out of bed. It's all good. I'm gonna bitch and moan about it for the purposes of entertainment. No, I do not get decision paralysis. I am not cursed with that affliction.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late.
That's actually a funny timing on that question because I just watched some interviews with James Cameron last night because he's doing press for the new Avatar movie, and they had done an on-set interview with him where they asked something along the lines of, does he ever get choice paralysis when he's filming? And he's like, no, because we're constantly, everything is storyboarded out. We've already had all of those discussions. We've already done all of this. There are, how do you know which scene is the right scene? And it's like sometimes we've got a shot list, but then intuition might strike when you're in the middle of it. But I'll also say this. I have been creating fiction for a living since 2008. I have 25 million words in print around the world. I have never had a lack of imagination, ever. And it is child's play to me to come up with characters, traits, backgrounds. I've read thousands of books. I've played thousands of video games in my time. I've watched thousands of movies. I have all of that information at my fingertips to draw from, on top of which I have fucking Google. Like, there is no such thing as choice paralysis. It's just, here's a character idea. What is this character inspired by? I don't know. These 50 other characters that I drew upon from these books, TV shows, movies, games, comics, radio dramas, theater plays, etc.
Brynjolf and I found them like that.
If you can't make a decision,
We have to
look
catch
to
up to him before
something
it's too
else
late.
for inspiration. It's that simple. I gave away my soul? Yes. I totally gave away my soul.
We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left behind a few surprises for us.
It's also a big issue that a lot of first-time writers have is they get really precious about their babies, and it's like, that's not yours. You did the rough draft. The editor now gets to pick it apart, and you're never going to be as critical as you need to be with your own work. So once you get used to that, you just literally create something, throw it away, let an editor hack it apart. When it comes back, you can make some creative decisions, but at the end of the day, if you're working with a publisher, then you are going to be working with someone else who's going to be critiquing and helping edit your work into the right format for whatever it's being published in. Unless you self-publish, in which case you can do it all yourself, which has pros and cons. But yep, that's not a bad way to look at it, Cody Lee. Fear of making the wrong decision, and it's typically stemmed from childhood. Yep. It's the fear of missing out, the fear of loss, the fear of critique, the fear of not being perfect, parents that continually harped on you that you weren't good enough, or that you were, you had to be perfect before. Perfection paralysis is the worst thing you can have as a creative. And those types of people don't make it very far in the creative industry because they never publish anything. Remember that Michael Douglas movie where he plays the writer? He's like a professor, right? I think it's a Michael Douglas movie. He's like a professor who wrote a book that got really famous, and then he became a professor, and then he's been working on this next novel for 20 years or something, and it's like this 1,000-page manuscript that he's never finished because he never feels like it's right. And his second book has never been published. What the fuck is the name of that movie? I gotta go look this up really quick. I gotta move my my coffee out of the way. It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't find the name of this movie. Michael Douglas writer movie. Yeah, Wonder Boys is the name of the movie. 2000 film. He's a novelist who teaches creative writing at a university, but has been unable to finish his second novel. Michael Douglas, Tobey Maguire, Frances McDormand, Katie Holmes, Rip Torn, Robert Downey Jr. Phenomenal movie if you've never seen this movie, Wonder Boys. That movie is a great analysis of someone who has perfection paralysis and can't publish a book, can't finish their book because they can't make up their mind. I do not suffer from that. And I'll tell you why I never suffered from that. I preferred making money to being creatively artistic. And so I have always been a whore for the paycheck. So you want me to write what? Not a problem. You want me to edit that? Not a problem. You want me to... Yep. That's the paycheck? Fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, I think once you put that idea of perfection out of your head, it's really easy to just crank out. I think Laura just said this on YouTube a minute ago. I lost it in the chat. Something along the lines of when you love science fiction and fantasy, there's no lack of imagination. Like when you've read all the books that I've read, seen all the films that I've seen, if you're someone who consumes literature, films, games, comics of a genre, you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of genre-specific inspiration points to draw from. I kind of think that like Stephen King, I think, has talked about like, and this is when I say, you know, J.R.R. Martin is not a good example of
Look, down there.
a writer because he's a perfection paralysis person, which is why he's never published the most recent Game of Thrones.
Damn it, there's no way through.
And he had that sit down with Stephen King, where he was asking Stephen King how he manages to publish, and it's because Stephen King doesn't believe in writer's block. He just sits down
Aye, lass.
and
We'll be
gets
ready
shit
for him.
done and puts words
Let's
on
keep
paper.
moving.